Good afternoon, this is CK of Noble Warrior Life. I'm here to bring you some of the most powerful, simple processes to empower you to have deeper success and fulfillment. Today I want to share with you one of the most powerful shifts. It's so simple, but yet so profound if you really think about it. Most people, when they think about going for a success and fulfillment, they think about this model. Do, have, and then be. Do, have, and be. What do I mean by that? Let me go out and copy the tactics and the strategies of those people who are already successful. They don't have the results that they have and that I want, and then I'll finally be successful. Then I'll finally be fulfilled. Do, have, and then be. This is what most people do. And after years of interviewing different entrepreneur philosophers, interviewing different high performers, interviewing just the wisdom teachers of our time, and as well as my own empirical experiments, I realize this is not only a few things, it takes longer, and two, it doesn't actually yield necessarily the success and the fulfillment that we all want. A better model is be, do, have, meaning changing the fundamental identity, fundamental beliefs that actually will have us wanting the results that we want. Changing that fundamental identity, then doing the actions, the words, the behaviors, and the way to show up in the world. And according to that, then we'll have naturally the results that we want. Being first, and then doing and acting and showing up in a way that is congruent to the way that we want to show up, then naturally we'll have the results that we have. The beautiful thing about this particular model, be, do, have, is actually you could actually take on that identity shift in an instant versus spending decades and decades and decades of hard work in hope that one day you'll finally feel successful, you'll feel fulfilled, right? So the approach is fundamentally different. One is an outside-in approach. Let me go and have this result that I want, then I'll finally feel congruent to the results that I have, versus an inside-out approach, be, do, have. Let me be this way and do, and then I have the result that I want. It sounds really simple, but the satisfaction that you feel, the sense of success and fulfillment that you feel in the end is drastically different, okay? So I wanted to share this model with you because this is after almost 2 decades of intense studies and interviews and self-reflection that I can now say to those who is on this path of deeper success and fulfillment. The mistakes that I see most people do, or most people have, is they spend a lot of CPU, a lot of brain power, a lot of mental cycles figuring out what is the latest and greatest and skills and techniques and tactics and strategy that I might have missed in order to produce the result that I want. So they spend tremendous CPU power figuring out what's the latest and greatest, and then learn it and then try to hold on to it and retain it and practice it maybe for a couple days, and another shiny object will show up. Then they try it again and they say to themselves, oh my god, it's not working, why can't I figure it out? So as you can hear in this way of operating, the place, the identity that this person is operating from is, I'm not enough, I need the latest tactics to make me enough in order to produce the results that I want, so that I can finally be enough. So I wanted to use this as an illustration. And I'm not saying this from a place of the monk from the mountaintop. I've been there. And if I'm not conscious, that's what my default mind would go. So rather than letting my being the tyrant of me, actually being conscious in shifting the way of being from the inside out. So I consciously operate from the place of I am a contributor. I'm a creator of my life. And what I do and who I am makes a difference in the world. you feel the difference in power, right? And then naturally from this space, let me take on creating something of value and share generously with those that appreciate my approach, my point of view in life. Very different approach from I'm not enough, let me find something so that I can feel enough, so that I can finally be enough. Does that make sense? So that's the fundamental shift in the outside in approach versus the inside out approach. And the Be Do Have model, from my point of view, is a much effective and efficient way to create the life that we always want. I hope this is helpful. Comment below, subscribe, and share this with others who you believe that this will be helpful to them. Have a beautiful rest of the day. Take care.